Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? I have Danica here, and if you watch the video of us talking about her travels, I decided she decided let's just go ahead on and do this other video, because who knows when we have this time together again within the next week or two. So we're going to talk about minimalist living. So let me just tell you all a little bit. Danica has always been somewhat of a minimalist before there ever even was the minimalist movement or the word minimalist, and I'll let her tell you from her point of view what that term even means. But she's always been somewhat of a different kind of person, and we always called it strange. She's always been strange. Nowadays it's not strange. Nowadays it's like,
I prefer eccentric.
Yeah, nowadays it's eccentric, but she's always been strange to us. But she's adopted.
I am not adopted. We established that. Mommy and Daddy,
she adopted the minimalist lifestyle.
Okay.
We used to tell her she was adopted because she was strange.
That was really mean. I thought it for a while.
But so I want her to tell us, what is the minimalist lifestyle and what attracted you to the minimalist lifestyle. And as you talk about that, I know I have some other questions.
Okay, well, the minimalist lifestyle for me is contrary to popular belief. Whenever I answer this question for somebody, I always end up saying what it's not. But it is not getting rid of every single thing in your life and never ever buying anything else, okay? It is, in my opinion, not hoarding things or having things that you don't use. And I don't mean like a pretty pillow that sits up on your bed and it's only there because it's pretty. If you love pretty pillows, I personally don't, just like stuffs or whatnots as we call them, just what do they call those things? What do people call them? Like the stuff sitting, we call them whatnots. I don't know what other people call them, but just figurines and stuff sitting on shelves that you have to dust and has no purpose. I personally don't like that, but if you do, then that's not a bad thing. Minimalism.
You mean I can have those things?
You can have those
things
and still be a minimalist if you like those things for your life. Me, I just don't. So
but
minimalism.
It's having stuff that you really don't use.
Right. It's just
or
having
have no value for you.
You have no value. Exactly. It's about value and usage, in my opinion. So if you have a figurine, of course you don't use a figurine, but if it adds value because you think it's pretty and you look at your home and it feels nice to you, then you can have that. So minimalism is about not having a home full of things or a purse full of things or a closet full of clothes and shoes that you just never use. Those things to the back of the closet where you say, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this dress, I haven't used it in 2 years. Then you don't need that
Like
dress.
I went shopping, Danica. Guys on the street, I went shopping at Lane Bryant, and I was gonna do this haul, and I have clothes. I went shopping maybe 4 weeks ago, and those clothes, as a matter of fact, I took this shirt out of the bag this morning to put it on. Because the clothes are still in the bag from 4 weeks ago, and I said to myself, Deidre, how bad did you really want those clothes? 4 weeks, and those clothes are still folded up in the Lane Bryant bag because one day I'm going to get to a haul.
Right. But, and even that, I do understand what you're saying, and for me, I wouldn't do that because trust me, if I bought it, then I'm wearing it like today or tomorrow. But that, if you're going to use those clothes, then that's still not a bad thing, in my opinion. It's the stuff that's sitting in the back of your closet or the top of your closet that you have had for a long time, not something that you're saving for a special occasion. You might have a dress that you don't wear a lot, but like me, I have one dress. It's my one thing. This is the one hot dress that I have, and I rarely wear it. But if I go to a dress-up event, trust me, you're gonna see it over and over and over and over and over.
How many outfits? Okay, this is not say to go walking, workout clothes, whatever, like you got many workout clothes, but how many outfits, if you were going to work every day or going out somewhere, how many outfits do you have that you actually can wear? Total outfits.
I have 1, 2, 3.
You can count them on your hand. Something wrong.
I have 3 regular dresses, and I have 1 special dress. That's cute. I wouldn't wear it to work, but it's like a long dress. I have 2 skirts, and then a longer skirt. So I have 3 skirts. So I don't know, I have probably about 10 different outfits.
You have 10 different, really? I guess I'm just kind of surprised.
I mean,
my family and I laugh at her.
Not full outfits,
Okay.
but like that's
10 pieces.
Like
that's your shirts, your skirts, your pants, your dresses, everything. 10 pieces. Okay, now that sounds more like it.
Yeah.
So you say 10 different outfits.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
and you guys don't even see those. You don't even see all the other outfits. Yeah, so it's about 10 pieces.
Because my family and I laugh at her because when I say she may wear this to church like probably 3 or 4 Sundays out of the whole month, you might switch up one time in the whole month or so, or you might just wear it 4.
Not if I can help it.
But to me, you gotta have. What would you say
this
about?
This is my 4th Sunday wearing this in a row.
What would you say about? Does it take some type of confidence or something to be able to do that? Because a lot of our confidence is wrapped up in our looks and our clothing, and what about people seeing you in the same outfit? It's like, does that take some type of confidence when people seeing you in the same outfit over and over? I
think it takes a certain level of confidence and a certain level of courage even to not care what other people think. But I think that just because a person does care what other people think about the way they dress, that doesn't mean anything. It's where you place your value. You do care what people think about the way you dress because you like fashion, and so you care about how other people dress. I don't. Like, if you wear the same thing all the time, it wouldn't bother me at all, because I probably wouldn't even notice. So it's where you place your value. You place your value in fashion, so you do care what other people think about your fashion. Right. I care what other people think about, like, my nails. I cringe when I see like chip polish. So if I have chip polish, then I'm just like this the whole time, because I place value on my nails. So I want people to say, oh, she has some cute nails and cute toes, and so it's just where you place your value.
So I was gonna ask, what kind of response have you received from people with you having a minimalist lifestyle? But I don't know if people even know, other than like your family, because we see you all the time and we tease you about that the special dress you have on. But I don't know if other people even know that you are a minimalist. So I don't know if you even have to worry about that. So is there something does other people know, or is that something that's obvious to other people when you're a minimalist like that?
No, because I think you have to it's kind of something you have to wear on your sleeve for people to know. I mean, when I go out and about, it's usually fresh faces, so they don't know that I just wore this dress like 3 times last week alone. When I go into Walmart, like the last 4 or 5 times I've gone to Walmart, I probably changed up maybe 1 time, but other than that, I probably wore this dress or either my other famous dress that I love that they pick at all the time. And the people in Walmart, I don't care if they saw me in the same dress over and over and over. So I mean, people don't really know that I'm a minimalist unless I tell them, and I have no reason to tell them. So my YouTube family, they know that I'm a minimalist because I've done videos on it. But
does being a minimalist, has it done anything for you emotionally or spiritually, or other than financially, because I can imagine there are financial gains, but other than financial, has it done anything for you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or is there any advantage for you?
For me, it gives me a sense of peace. I don't have to think about what I'm gonna wear. I don't. I love not having to think about what I'm gonna wear. I love not having to put together an outfit. I like knowing that it's Sunday. I got on my Sunday dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me a sense of peace. It really does, and it makes me feel like a release from the rat race too. I don't feel the need to go and work more to buy more stuff, to afford more stuff, and now to
go to a job you don't like,
right?
To buy stuff that you're not gonna wear,
right? It's like, I don't feel the need to do that. I have an iPhone. I have the best iPhone you can have, right? But that's because that's what I wanted. So I also don't feel pressure to not get to buy all the cheapest stuff too. No, I don't feel pressured either way. Mm-hmm. and I think that helps me mentally and spiritually. I don't feel like you're not going to get me to do unseemly things for money or whatever, because I don't really care about that. There's not anything that I'm trying to get or going after except for more travels. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that I'm trying to get so much physically, or there's no retail therapy that I need except for some coffee.
Do you think there's any? Are you at the base? How can I put this? Have you minimalized down to the minimalist that there's nothing else you want to take away, or are you still working to take things away?
Minimalism is a constant rotation of things.
Rotation, not just scaling down to the basic,
right?
But rotation of things.
Right. Like for me now, I have a bag full of stuff that I need to get rid of. I've already pared down. It's already in that bag. It just needs to go to Goodwill. But then I have my suitcase. I have one big suitcase that all my other suitcases are in, and I have in my smaller suitcase in the middle, I have just a bunch of stuff. And that stuff was the same stuff that was in it while I was in Colombia. I came back home, went through all that stuff, and took some stuff out. And then I've been back for 5 months or more than 5 months, and I haven't even looked in there again. So I'm going back through that bag again and getting rid of more stuff because it's like I haven't even looked in the bag.
You haven't looked in the bag.
So there's absolutely nothing. Right. There's nothing I need in that bag. So I'm gonna take all that stuff out of there, and I'm gonna probably get rid of my biggest suitcase because I'm just like, I don't even own enough stuff to fit in this big suitcase. Right.
So I know. Being a minimalist is an individual thing, and that's something that I can't ever see myself wanting to do, but I definitely admire certain characteristics about it because I love stuff, especially like clothes. Love clothes, I love jewelry, and I love shoes, but I do admire certain things about it because I know I do hoard so much. So your minimalist lifestyle inspired me to go through my closet. Like I did a video of organizing my closet or cleaning up my closet, and I gave away.
I like that video.
Yeah, I gave away trash bags of clothes, and I still have so much more. So it does inspire. So even though I would never be a minimalist, but it's inspired me to know that I do not need all of that stuff. Just keep accumulating more stuff. Even when I looked in the Lane Bryant bag, and I thought, you know what, I need to hang up these stuff and look in my closet and take some stuff away. Because I do know as Americans, we just accumulate, and sometimes that stuff bogs you down mentally, or like just to go in my closet, sometimes I'm frustrated.
Right.
I'm frustrated. I was just trying to pack a little bag for Charles, and I was frustrated because just so much stuff was just in the way.
And my thing is that stress right there could so easily be dulled. I mean, maybe not completely gone away, but dulled a little bit by reducing some of the clutter. Because what do you need everything in that closet? That's the question. And if you don't need everything in that closet, okay, do you even want everything in that closet? Just start there, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't even want everything in that closet, then hey, that's half the battle. Take out the things you just don't want anymore. And that might even dull the stress just a little bit. So that's the kind of thing that I mean. Like, I don't have to stress about what I'm going to wear. I know exactly what I'm going to wear. I don't go out and buy more clothes unless I already have in mind, like, probably going to get rid of this because now it's ripped and you can see the hole. Like, everybody can see the hole. Like, I got a little rip over here, but I wear a jacket with it. You can't see the hole. I'm fine. But now everybody can see it, so I'm gonna get rid of it.
So other than clothing and personal clothing and things like that, are you a minimalist in any other kind of way outside of just fashion and things in the house, items in the house?
No, it's just whatever I personally own. That's the area that I'm a minimalist in. I am so not a minimalist when it comes to food. Like, I want it all. So when I go to the grocery store, I just want to like get this much. I'll get all the veggies, and I'll get all I want this kind of bread and that kind of, so no, I'm not. But I am going to eat all the food. So it's still a principle of I'm not going to waste it.
Right.
It's not minimalist though. It's not like, okay, well, I only need, a half a gallon of milk, and I only need, a half a loaf of bread and a half of this. No, I still want to get all the big packages. Like I wish I can go to Sam's or Costco and buy in bulk because I just like grocery stores.
So as we end this, maybe if somebody's thinking about minimalism, maybe give them some I don't know, some words of advice or encouragement, or maybe somebody's life is just their life is just overwhelmed with stuff and it's stressing them out. You know, and maybe even trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know. So we could end it with some words of advice.
Okay. Well, the first thing I would say is decide what minimalism means for you, and don't let anybody else make you feel bad about what your definition of minimalism is. Whether that means just getting rid of a few little things here and there, or if that means like going full gusto like I did. Another thing I would say is start out slowly if you want to become a minimalist. Like I was telling Deidre, take away some things that you don't even want anymore and move those things out, and then go back to, do I need this or do I not need this? And then maybe even if you have a little bit of anxiety about getting rid of some things, maybe just put it in a suitcase, play a game with yourself, and set your timer on your phone. And 3 months from now, if you haven't even looked for that thing, or you forgot that you had it in there and you open it like, there's my thing, I forgot I put this in there, then you need that thing because you were looking for it. But if you never even looked for it, you never even needed it, then say, okay, you know what, I can get rid of this because I haven't needed it in 3 whole months or even 6 months or whatever. So you can do that kind of thing. And I would say my last piece of advice is, say you have a 4 or 5 bedroom home or a 4 or 5 room home, you know, 1 bedroom apartment, whatever. Make a minimalist space and see how you like that. So say you got you got 1 room in your house that you can dedicate to a minimalist lifestyle. Put 1 bed, 1 nightstand, and maybe 1 drawer in there, and see if you can live in that space for a little while, and then you might be able to clear out more of your house that way. So make a zen space for yourself and see how you like living the minimalist lifestyle, and go from there.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, well, I hope you all enjoyed that. And if you're thinking of the minimalist lifestyle, Danica's giving you some great advice. Or if you're like me, you're not even thinking about the minimalist lifestyle, however, you have gleaned some, you know, some
nuggets.
Good stuff, some nuggets. Like for myself, I'm already, as she's talking, I'm already thinking about some places I've got hidden hoarding that I'm gonna go minimalize some stuff in those places.
Hidden hoarding.
Yes, I hide my hoarding. It's like you walk into my house, you would never think I hoard, but you open up some cabinets, some drawers, some space, you'd be like papers from 10 years that I've never even looked at. But I think if I get rid of that paper, what about when they cleaned the carpet 10 years ago? And what, for some reason, I might need this receipt of them cleaning the carpet 10 years ago.
So that's a good example. So in that case, you take all that stuff, and to make yourself feel better, take pictures of it, put it all in a box. And if you don't need it in 6 months, which you haven't needed in the last 6 months, but if you don't need another 6 months, throw it out. You got a picture of it, file it away.
Yep.
So.
Okay. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all be blessed. And tell me in the comments, are you a minimalist? Are you in the middle? Or you like me? You love your fashion, your shoes, your clothes, all of that stuff, and you ain't trying to minimalize nothing. All right. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.
Bye. Adios.